You stuck worrying about how few engagements you've had on your recent posts and videos? Are you getting like 3 or 4 likes, no comments? It's scary. It's scary. It really is. And it causes a lot of people to stop doing what they're doing. But what if I told you that there is light at the end of the tunnel and that eventually you will find your target audience there? You will reach them. There's definitely a moment when you first set out, whether it's because you've started your own business or your business has grown, but you need to now be more professional and get more active and stop using just the immediate network that got your business launched. And you need to find new people, right? And a lot of people start with LinkedIn, a lot of people start posting, and the first post's horrendous, the same, right? The first post is awful because it's like, who am I to be posting this? Really, like, am I becoming one of these LinkedIn people? And then that generally, to be honest, it goes all right because the LinkedIn algorithm pushes it quite hard to try and get you out there. And then you post your second, and it's like, it's got fewer likes than the first one. And quite often by post 5 or 6, you get nothing at all for the longest time. I remember looking back at my own posts and just wondering, like, is there any point in this? Like, am I doing the right thing? Am I reaching anyone? Not even right people. Am I reaching anyone? And there are a couple of thoughts that I have on the back of this that are hopefully quite helpful to you. First up, they're vanity metrics, right? The impressions aren't a bad indicator of how many people have seen it, but it gives you no idea of how many of those are the right people. And having been fairly successful on LinkedIn over the last 6 or 7 years, the thing that I've learned is that I would rather take 10 views on one of my videos from the right people versus 10,000 views from the wrong people, right? So first up, those metrics are limited in their helpfulness. They're a great guide because obviously if you're getting seen by more people, the likelihood is there is more of the right people seeing your content, which is great, but it's not everything. The other side of it is that there is light at the end of that tunnel. I said it before, right? Keep going. Keep showing your personality. Eventually your numbers will build. You will build a small ecosystem of people who like you, resonate with you, who are inspired by what you write and will begin to like, comment and engage with you. And they're probably not your customers, but they will help you be seen by your customers. So that's very important. We have to attract those people, our champions, as I call them. But quite often, whilst they help drive conversation in your posts and comments, then they're not bringing in the revenue. And this is where the last part of what I'm about to say is. Creating the content is only the first part. You sit there worrying about who is commenting or engaging with that. But then what do you do about that? So here's the thing. You need to be having conversations. So the conversations can come from your own posts or they can come from other people's posts. Comment on things. Engage with the small talk, no matter how painful that is to do. Find people and posts that you resonate with, that really align with you, and start conversations in the comments. Not asking them for favors, not trying to sell your stuff, having genuine conversations about common topics that you both enjoy talking about. Become a micro-influencer, right? It's a really good way of looking at it. Because the more you talk to people who are in your target audience, the more your content will get pushed to those people, because the algorithm is really smart, right? It learns who you're interacting with, who interacts with you, why, and then it pushes your content to those people. It wants to get it in front of them. So you need to be doing all of these things. You need to be posting. You need to be, video is, like, I'm beyond saying that it's 2025 now and you should be doing video, right? Like, it's just a basic. Everyone should be doing video. Asking questions in your own posts and following that up with points of interest in the comments as well. Like, get people talking, say something provocative, be brave, and then take those comments to other people's posts as well. Attract them back to your comments. Just tell them, I posted about this morning. Have a search on LinkedIn for topics around what you've posted about this morning and use your post as bait to send them to. And they'll go and engage with it. And it's about building up this momentum, and it takes time. It's hard. It's heartbreaking at times. Imposter syndrome is very, very real in this point, and it still is for me today, right? It still is. And I've seen this time and time and time again. I've got a client who launched a podcast with us and got the right guest on their podcast. Now, all of their other videos on YouTube, for example, were getting 100, 150 views, which is quite good for an episode still, I think. Really is. It's quite good. And they got this one guest on there. And now they've got over 2,500 views of that episode on YouTube. It's immense. But they got that because the person who they interviewed had a really great, solid social media profile. Mention of their name caused people to be interested and to want to engage and to want to hear what that person said. A bit of a celebrity, so I have to give them that. But the point stands the same. It was about creating the conversations. It's about gaining people's interest a bit at a time. That's the core of what I want to say today. Stay away from those vanity metrics as much as you can. Stop worrying about them. Smaller is fine. Smaller view numbers, smaller figures are fine, as long as they're the right people. Dive into your demographics. So if you go into LinkedIn, there are demographics hidden away behind in the analytics page that'll show you who is tuning into your content and what their profile looks like. And as long as that's right, you're doing the right thing. Just do more of it. Be consistent. Be efficient with the content that you're producing so you don't burn yourself out. And you will eventually get there. It's a long road. It's not a quick fix. And if you're expecting the quick fix, you're going to cause yourself more problems than you solve. If you want to chat about it, you've got any questions on how to do any of that, drop me a line. I've got loads of people in my network who can help and support with that side of things. And I love to talk with people, love to help set people up for success. And it's really tough, especially at the beginning. As I said earlier on, it's really tough at the beginning. So if I can help anybody get through that, please just give me a shout, let me know. All right, speak soon. Bye-bye.